Hi, Sam from Guitar Village here, and we're back with the weekly roundup. So, if you haven't seen the weekly roundup before, basically we take a bunch of the hottest new guitars out, grab them down, show them off and talk about them a bit. So, let's get into the first one. Follow me up to the Tailor room. Now at the moment, I must say, the shop is looking absolutely incredible. We've got guitars absolutely everywhere. We've even run out of stands. But first up, we've got a guitar literally turned up yesterday and I absolutely love this thing. It's a limited edition, 50th anniversary Builder's Edition 814 CE. So this has got a Sinker redwood top and rosewood back and sides on it. They spent a lot of time getting lots of attention to detail on this, so you get lots of bits popping out there. The binding is actually sort of inlaid into the top. It doesn't wrap around the edges like most binding. And they've done the same thing on the back, and instead of just going for sort of white plastic, they've decided to put what looks like a piece of maple in there as well. And the nice thing at the back, you've got this gorgeous piece of rosewood which they've sort of framed with this lovely sunburst finish. As is standard for most Tailors, you get a satin neck, so it does feel very comfortable, and it's got a very subtle V profile to the neck too. To make it a little bit more playable, what they've done is they've given you this nice arm contour as well. It's got the more modern bridge on there as well, which looks really nice. And you've got a little bit of a contour cut out there as well, so if you want to play, some of the upper register, it's going to be a bit easier. I don't think I've actually played this. I saw it turn up the other day. I've been curious to see how it sounds. I think this is like the second one we've had in so far, and the first one literally came in and sold straight away. All right, not bad. So let's go and check out our next guitar. We're going to have a look at a lovely Atkin, actually. If you've not seen Atkin guitars before, they are very cool. They're made over in Canterbury. We do feature them a lot. We've just had a new batch in. And this, I think, is the pick of the bunch, to be honest with you. This is a 00037. It's in an aged finish. So you do have to catch these in the light, actually, to see some of the aging. Lots of it's lacquer checking, things like that. But what you do get with these is an incredible sounding guitar. They've got different neck profiles as well to sort of the main brands, if you like. Kind of helps if you tune them a bit as well. Sounds alright, even out of tune. Quite a nice looking rosewood back and sides on here as well. You do see a little bit more of the lacquer checking there, and in fact, actually, you can see where the lacquer's sunk into the rosewood a bit more. I don't know if you're going to be able to... Can you pick that up on the camera? Lovely, yeah, it looks really cool. I mean, if you want a guitar that sort of feels a little bit played in, but still has all the benefits of being, a modern, fresh guitar, not a bad option with that. Now, we're going to head through. We had a bit of an anomaly with an Eastman guitar a little while back. We brought it in as a B-stock model, because they'd actually fitted binding to the neck of the guitar. So we've got it just up here. I'll grab it down. So basically, we bought this as a B-stock guitar because of this binding on the fingerboard. It doesn't normally have it on there. But guess what? They've done it again, this time on a double cut. Look at that. I actually think it suits this even better. So this is an antique classic finish. It's got an aged vibe to it. I mean, that looks incredible. It's got a really cool Lola dog ear P90 in there. It's a 50 spec one. We have done a video on this before, so if you want to hear what these guitars sound like with this pickup in, then do check it out. Right, what's next on the list? I mean, have a look around the shop at the moment. It's looking really incredible. So we're near the end. We've got two really expensive guitars. Well, one's really expensive and the other's absolutely ridiculous. Which one should we do first? Let's do the expensive one. So in here, hot off the press, we have had a Gretsch custom shop. This is a master built one. So this is, again, a lovely aged finish, just like the Atkin we were checking out, but they go a little bit further with these, I think. Gretsch, I don't think have it quite streamlined like they do with the Fender custom shop stuff, where they kind of, give you lots of descriptions for different aging levels, or they're not as easy to kind of, access as those. But I would say, if we're talking Fender relics, this is probably somewhere in like the relic category, not heavy relic and, not closet classic. One thing we did notice on this, the back of the neck, it's a V-shaped neck profile, but they've gone for the most gorgeous piece of flame maple on there. It's like really wide flames on it. Hope it pops on the camera, because in the flesh it really does pop. This is a knotty pine top on here, and basically you get knots in the wood. It's a piece of pine with knots on. Simple enough, but you know, we get some of these through. We've got a Fender Custom Shop telly somewhere around here, a knotty pine one, and you can see how different they look. Yeah, that's the one. So, yeah, this is our one. It's got a pair of Seymour Duncan Antiquity P90s in there, I believe. They do sound really good. We plugged it in earlier, and it sounds incredible. This is the 50 spec one, so this is like a 55 spec. It's not like the proper Roundup version where you get the leather with those little sort of pins put through them. So if you're not into that and you don't want something that's too Western, this thing is quite cool. It's a really good option. Nice weight as well, actually. Okay, so we're getting near the end of this weekly Roundup. Now, we always used to sort of feature a burst, and actually today is going to be no different. We have got one in here. Literally one of the coolest guitars we've had in a long time. This is the Custom Shop Murphy Lab Greeny Kirk Hammett Les Paul. We have done a video on this guitar, so if you want to find out any more about it, I'm sure we'll have a link in the description to that. That'll be coming out in a few days. They've gone absolutely crazy with this thing. The attention to detail is immense. You know, they've got the out-of-phase pickups in there. All the aging marks are just like, you know, the original. They've gone for the mismatched knob sets on there that I believe Gary Moore fitted on. And it's got the Gary Moore Spurzle tuners and the classic Gary Moore headstock brake repair, which I was told earlier was actually, it's been repaired twice. So first with Gary Moore, and Kirk Hammett dropped some books or something on it, and the crack opened up again, so they had that fixed. But we've had this guitar in now for like 24 hours, and I had to do a couple of jobs, but best part, I haven't put this thing down. It's absolutely incredible. The way they've done the top as well, with the curly pieces of flame maple in there, actually it looks really close to the original. I mean, it sounds incredible. The out-of-phase thing, which I'm not normally a fan of, actually works really well in this guitar, so I don't know exactly how they did it with this one, but I actually really like it. So, it is expensive. It's the best part of 20 grand, but, you know, it's a great investment guitar. You know, if you can spare the cash, buy it, because these things are only going to go up in price. Well, I think that's it from us this week with the weekly roundup. So, as always, thanks for watching. If you want to check out any more details about the guitars we've shown in today's video, the links will be in the description below. Take care.